All right, so we're going into conference finals here, guys. Round two of the playoffs. Winner of this is going to go on to face Team in the Cleety Cup finals tomorrow. I don't have a set time for that just yet. We're going to see in for Davies Deliquents, you're going to have Jay Feather, I Am a Gamer, Hide the Ghost, I Steal Buffs, and Dios Lalo. And then in for the Lords, we're going to see Slyberry, MX Double, Little Munchie, Raikou, and Modity. So right off the bat, I can tell you, what's his name? Scarred, Deeply Scarred is not in for Davies Delinquents, and I'm assuming it's Prox maybe that's missing. Modity coming in as a sub, and I want to say maybe I Steal the Buffs or Lalo's coming in as a sub for Davies Delinquents. And we will see Persephone, Morgan, Yamoja, Merlin, Achilles, Thor, all pretty standard bands right off the bat. We're going to have Kukulkan, Geb, and Isis as the first picks for Davies Delinquents. And we're going to have Jing Qian and Jingwei in as the first two picks for the Lords. So I'm a gamer on Geb. It's a comfort pick for him. You have to assume the Jingwei is for Raikou. Isis is going to go right to Hide the Ghost. Kukulkan's probably going to go to Lalo. So you're going to see Lalo play Kukulkan ADC maybe. And then over on the other end, the Jing Qian's definitely going to Slyberry. Really strong pick from them. Jing Qian being one of the better supports in the game right now. Same thing with Geb, though, to be honest. And then Munchie grabbing Thanatos here. I'm not sure who's... So, excuse me one second. I'm about to sneeze. I'm not sure exactly who's going to be the jungler for the Lords. I want to say it's going to be Modity because that's his sub role. But it wouldn't surprise me if they mix things up, maybe put Modity in mid, in which case maybe Munchie is the jungler. Whatever they feel more comfortable with. And we are going to see Kefri band, Ravana, and Hunbat's band as well. Let's going to see this last band right now. And it's Hell. So, still quite a few good characters up on the board. Just waiting on these picks to come in now. Poseidon. That's an interesting pickup. I'm assuming that's going to be Poseidon mid. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I really don't see them playing Jingwei in mid. Just make sure my party's actually up so I know that my audio is actually coming through. And we're going to see Amaterasu coming out from I Steal Buffs and Camazotz from Dios Layla. So you got to assume the Camazotz is going to J Feather for sure. Which kind of adds everything up. All right, so now that my mic is back on, just looking at teams right here, you are going to see J Feather and the Camazotz. We're going to have I'm a Gamer on the Geb, which both kind of expected. Kukulkan in mid with Hide the Ghost. I Steal the Buffs takes to Amaterasu. We saw some success from the Amaterasu pick in yesterday's conference finals game by OPE, although it unfortunately didn't result in a W for them. And then Layla's going to be playing Isis in ADC, I'm assuming. And then over on the other end, an interesting comp coming out. We're going to see Modity most likely jungling on the Thanatos. I don't see why he wouldn't be. Excuse me one second. You're going to see MX double or... Yeah, I don't know. Either the Cabrakan or Jing Tian's going solo, and the obviously going fucking a support. I'm not sure how well Cabrakan is in support, so maybe the solo pick. Although I think MX Double was their solo player and Slyberry was the support. I could be wrong. We're going to see Munchie in mid with Poseidon. And Jingwei, Reiku is going to be over ADC. Kind of expect that. So my key matchups. I think Modity's at least got to hold his own and try not to get picked. I think J-Feather is going to try to bully him, knowing that he's the sub. J-Feather might look to initiate fights on him. Let's see. What other key matchup I'm looking at? I'm going to say ADC. Lalo is a late addition to the team, coming in with the Isis pick. And Reiku's been a steadfast... Reiku actually came from Davies Delinquents. He was a steadfast player for most of the season for the Lords. And I kind of... In the laning phase, I kind of like Jingwei a bit more. But overall, I think Lalo brings a bit more to team fights with the Isis pick. You go in, and like it's really hard for me to predict the solo lane because I don't know how the solo lane is going to match up. But going into mid, you got Kukulkan, you got Poseidon, and I'm probably going to side... I really like Kukulkan in mid right now. I really like just Kukulkan in general. The tornado is ridiculous. But the movement speed that Poseidon... I'm going to give it to Poseidon. Just the team ult that he brings, I think, is gonna be a little bit more of a difference maker than Kukulkan snipe ult, whatever you want to call it, straight line ability. Let's get this up. And yes, I am back to the horrendous console spectator. I could not get Smite on my PC in time. And currently, Davies is actually playing in a league game, so he was unable to pull up the CleedyG stream on his PC. So we will be running it from console. Maybe Davies comes back in time for Game 2. It just depends on when he's actually eliminated from his games. Alrighty, guys. There's some spam pinging right off the bat. I wonder... I don't think we're going to see an invade. I see J-Feather kind of coming out kind of early. He's slowly making his way that way. He might just be waiting to see if anybody's coming to invade on him. Yeah, it honestly looks like all of Davies Delinquents is over here waiting on the invade. It might be MX... Nah? I was to say, they might have been looking for MX Double to come over. Yeah, he is going to proc that lane. So we've seen that happen quite a few times in these games, where the solo laners comes over, gets a quick little proc on the lane, then it's going to head out. And that also will confirm Slyberry in at support. Jing Qian is going to be the solo laner. Already getting some nice poke in on each other. Pots coming out. And Jingwei might get first blooded right here. Layla's going to pick up the first blood on Reiku. That's one way to start the game. That Kukulkan Tornado already doing some serious damage. We see Blink from Camazotz, and Hide the Ghost is going to pick up Slyberry. And already Davies Deliquents is up 2-0. About a minute and 20 into the game. If anything, the solo and duo, that's kind of on Reiku. But I was going to say in mid right there, I don't know if it was a late rotation from Thanatos specifically or just a miscommunication. I'm not sure, but it allowed them to get the pick on Sly. And back over in solo, we see I Steal the Buff's taking some serious poke. But he is Amaterasu, so he's just going to end up healing most of that back. Two really good sustains. I still kind of give the edge to MX Double, though. I like Jing Qian a bit more. And overall, I think MX Double brings a little bit more mechanical skill and knowledge than I Steal the Buffs. But maybe he'll make me eat my words. I Steal the Buff's at a clear disadvantage right now. Let's go over to mid and see what's going on in mid. Not much, pretty slow. I think our next kill hopefully will come from dual lane. It actually might be on Lalo as we see Slyberry coming over looking for a possible gank. Lalo got some lag going on there. He is going to ward. Yep. You see 3 on red right here for blue team. I should just call them Davies Deliquents at this point. Should be past a blue team and red team calls. So again, like I was saying, it's really going to come down to this Thanatos, in my opinion. Modity's got to make some kind of impact and not feed. As long as he can do that, I think the Lords have a decent chance at winning the game. But if Modity isn't a factor in this game, it's going to be real rough for them. And we see the knock-up. Nothing's going to come from that. I honestly thought we might see them try to push on Geb. The knock-up's going to save him, I think. And we are at about 5 minutes in. Modity level 4, Camazotz, or J-Feather level 5. So far, pretty standard. They've been letting Madi try to farm up. I don't know if that's the ideal plan for him to just not engage in some of these early fights and let him try to keep his levels up. Again, you have to keep in mind he is a sub, and you see J-Feather going on him right there, and J-Feather's going to pick him up. And that's kind of what I was expecting from this matchup, was them to try to abuse Madi whenever they can, just for the simple fact that he is a sub for the team. So this is really going to come down to him avoiding getting picked like that and figuring out how to make some kind of contribution to the team. And Lalo, I thought, would actually be the weak point for Davies Deliquents, but he grabbed the first blood soloing Reiku. Although Jingwei is just going to get stronger, but so is Isis. We see some fighting on Totem. Just the standard solo lane smack. Ooh, we see the ult from Cabrakan. We see Poseidon ult. Munchie's going to pick up I'm a Gamer. Camazot's going to have to ult out. J-Feather wants nothing to do with that. Danny's in the air. Danny comes down. He's going to look to initiate. We see the blink from Slyberry. They're going to try to pick up Camazot's here. Big ult from Kukulkan's just going to zone them out. And now it might be Isis that falls. Hella out of position. She is going to get away as well. The Lord's unable to capitalize. They had her out of position. Honestly, it looked like they were going to get J-Feather for a second. I think the rest of the team was a little too far behind Modity right then and there. I'm actually surprised. There haven't been as many in-lane 3v3s as I thought by this point. It's really just been 2v2s. Which is a little bit of a change of pace from what we saw yesterday, where OPE was just spamming their 3 in mid. Oh, we might actually get a fight over here now. It's Slyberry that's taking some serious damage, and he's going to get picked up by Hide the Ghost. His fingerprints are all over this game. There's the Isis ult. Camazot's is going to pick up Thanatos. J-Feather, again, abusing Modity. And they're going to look to pull gold right here. Jingwei is there. Reiku does have ult, so it looks like they are just going to let this go. Maybe Ghost was calling for him to stay on it, but coming off a little late. And I didn't get to catch that, but J-Feather is going to ult to pick up Munchie. And Davies, Deliquents up 6-1 right now over Lords. About a 2k gold lead right now. Let's take a look at items real quick. Everything's kind of cut off beautifully. Soul lane's tied. Jungle's actually in favor of Davies Deliquents. Mid is heavily, or ADC's in favor of Davies Deliquents. Mid's tied and supports are tied. So really right now it's the jungle and the mid that DDS is hoping to ride to victory. And we see MX Double just back here proccing waves. Ooh, it might be J-Feather that's caught out of position. We see Slyberry coming around. They're looking to cut off anyway from the run. Jing Tian's rotating over as well. Amaterasu, where you at? There she is. Oh, and they're gonna... I don't know if that was necessary. I think it was just a wasted ult from Amaterasu there. And meanwhile, Davies Deliquents is going to get Gold Fury. Pretty much uncontested. I think Slyberry was the only one that was in the area, and Cabrakan's not going to do much to prevent that. At the very least, Jing Tian used his ult at the very end of that, so both solo laners are down without their ult, but I felt like Ama really didn't need to use it in the first place. Ooh. We see Cabrakan ult and Poseidon ult. They're going to try to pick up Geb. I think Modity is in the air. But Reiku's going to pick him up. Modity comes down. Who did he come? No! Oh, he came down on Camazot's. Camazot's going to ult out there. And now Layla rotating over. Although, another situation where I feel like if he went in, he just puts himself out of position. Just waiting now to see who's going to go where. I'm surprised there hasn't been any kind of move to go from the Lords to go after Pyro, just to try to trade some of the XP. We do see some warding. I'm just not sure if grabbing Thanatos is the play here. It really relies on you to land your Scythe. You either land a Scythe or you die. Like in 90% of fights, so... I don't know, man. That's a little rough. I think I would have preferred somebody a bit safer. Maybe Rat, even. Ooh, Isis with the Spirit Ball. And she traded really well with Jingwei. And we have 4 Lords members around Pyro. It looks like they are going to go after Pyro. And really only Geb in a position to do anything. And we do miss J-Feather ganking dual lane, and they're going to pick up Reiku. There's the Poseidon ult. And the Lords are going to secure Pyromancer. We see Geb chasing him down. Amaterasu's also chasing Poseidon. There's the Geb ult. They're going to try to pick up Thanatos here. Thandy's smart move ulting out by Modity. I don't think there is any situation where he survives without using an ult. And the siege in mid going in favor of Davies Delinquents. If they can just reset off of this, this is a huge W for them. The knockup from Geb, good awareness from I'm a Gamer. The stun from Lalo. And they're gonna they're gonna get in and out, and the Lords aren't gonna be able to do anything about it. Playing it very safe. If anything, maybe pay attention to the Ama that's all the way over here proccing. If you guys are gonna group with a 4-man like that, just go kill her. Where's she gonna go? You know she's there. And it's really just a smack fest over here. We might see a fight right here. Kamazaz looked like he might have been in a dangerous situation. Poseidon did have ult, but it doesn't come out. We do see Kukulkan use the ult, though. I think that was kind of just to make sure Kama didn't die there. Excuse me. And now Modity out of position. This is going to be Modity. And he goes down. The Spirit Ball pretty much killed him. I will say, regardless of how this game ends for Game 2, I really would like to see them put... Ooh, and Slyberry's going to fall here. The Gebalt's going to claim his life. I would really like to see them put Modity on a safer jungler. Somebody with an escape. My probably go-to for him right now would be Rat. You still have your big, you know, all over the field style ult. I don't even know if that's the proper term for it. Here's the Isis for the secure. No, not a problem. Primal Fury belongs to Davies Delinquents. But just something. I mean, there's a few other junglers I'm sure he'd probably be a little bit more comfortable with. Even Hunbats, although I expect Hunbats to be banned. Just something. Anything. I don't think the Danny pick. Mercury, maybe? It's going to be rough. They're definitely going to have to address that going into Game 2, though, because he is looking like he's getting exposed quite a bit right now. Here's the Jingtian ult. He gets the buff. Okay. And they're actually going to try to rotate on him. We see the Amaterasu ult. She knows that Jingtian has no way to get away from this. And 4-man rotation. And they're going to pick him up. J-Feather's going to get the kill. And we're at 15 minutes. Let me just go ahead and pull up stat lines real quick. Everybody can see builds. I'm not really going to go into too much of it. That's not my specialty. And on top of it all, it's in the top of my screen, so it's really hard to read without me getting up right next to my TV. Now, we do see them looking to siege this Tier 2. Modity... I was about to call Slyberry Sylvanas. In Slyberry, looking like they were going to come around behind. I guess they decided it was a no-go, which is probably the right call. And Davies Deliquents at 16 minutes going to try to grab fire. Here comes Slyberry. He's got ult. We see the Isis ult down. There's the... And Davies Deliquents is going to get Fire Giant. We saw Kabrakan's ult come out, but to no avail. The Tornado from Kukulkan and the Isis ult is just too much. And just a reminder, guys, this is Season 1, Round 2 of the Cleety Cup. The finals will be tomorrow. This is a best-of-3 series, and the finals will be a best-of-5 series. You know it's going to be long as fuck, and I'm already not looking forward to that. But it is all good. We see someone pinging Pyro. And it looks like Davies Deliquents is going to be the one to go on Pyro. And they've got some pretty good objective secure here. They've been playing timers well. They've been rotating and picking very well. This is going to be a hard game, too, for the Lords. They're going to have to find an adjustment somewhere that they can take advantage of. Modity in an awkward situation, that is, I'd just stay back. Or honestly, maybe even just reset. They're pinging where he is. Yeah, just get out of there. They're going to ward up close to the tower, or I guess Phoenix line too. And you see the counter warding. So I will say that Davies Deliquents has been using a lot of... Ooh! And the miss from Hide to Ghost. That is painful. Who's in the back line back there? It's Amaterasu and J-Feather. And J-Feather's going to pick up the kill on Modity. Down goes Thanatos again. Amaterasu going in kind of deep. Poseidon going to look to maybe clean her up? Nah. Hide the Ghost is also going to pick up MX Double, who was, I guess, trying to go into the back line, but he was by himself. And Davies Deliquents looking for a strong siege right here. And we're not even at 20 minutes, and they're about to have the first Phoenix down. Can they get it? And they do. And Hide the Ghost is going to pick up Slyberry. This should be a Oni Fury, maybe? They're going to grab the last tier 2. And this, yeah, by the time this drops, they go ahead straight towards Oni Fury. And there is not a whole lot that the Lords can do. And like perfect timing. They get over here. Oni Fury just pops up. And no one from the Lords in any position to contest this, although they definitely shouldn't have been in a position to contest it because it would have just cost them their lives. We are at 20 minutes. Let me actually pull up the stat lines. Yeah, that'd probably be pretty dope. We're going to see wards placed. 20 wards between Lalo and J-Feather. Let's take a look at player damage. J-Feather capping off in player damage as well. Although, is it Munchie that's Poseidon and Dijing Tien? Munchie and MX Double pretty close behind him. And then the next 3 players are all members of Davies Deliquents. What about XP? Lalo and J-Feather are also out farming everybody, but Jingwei, so Reiku and MX Double not far behind. trying to see where the pinging's coming from, but I did not catch it that time around. Ooh, this could be Moddity's life, and it is. Oh no, Oh, it is Moddity's life. Dang, J Feather's gonna pick him up. Just caught out of position again. Without a dash, it's really hard for him. I really, really hope that this is an adjustment that the Lords address in Game 2. He just gets picked, man, so easily. They just see him. He can't run away. He is at a slight disadvantage as far as skill goes, so they're just going to go on him every time. Every time. And this siege is going to take Right Phoenix as well. If they pick up a kill here, they could maybe end the game.
Your Titan is under attack.
Really, it's got to be Poseidon that goes away. Already so much damage done to the Titan. This might be the end of the game right here. Isis ult is down. Moddity's going to pick up Lalo. Oh, it is going to be the game right there at 22 minutes. Davies Delinquents beats the Lords in game 1. 17-3. What is that? 14k gold difference? Wow. Let me get the stat lines up for the game real quick, and then I'm going to reload Smite for game 2. J Feather going 8-0. Hide the Ghost going 7-0. Slyberry 0-6. Jing Qian 0-3. Thanatos 1-5. Some rough stat lines for the Lords and some really good stat lines for Davies Delinquents. Alright, let's take a look at gold earned. Gold per minute. Damage mitigated. 14k out of I'm a Gamer, 11k out of Slyberry. Any healing? About 4k from Isis. All right, not a bad game 1. Actually, I would say a bad game 1. I'd like to see close games. I don't like to see blowouts. 3-17 or 17-3 is yuck. It's a blowout. Go ahead and restart Smite real quick, guys, and I will be right back with you. Give me just 1 second to get back in there, guys. Alrighty. Am I blind? Maybe I am. Well, we're going to spectate through I'm a Gamer then. And if game 1 was any indication, this should be a quick and easy game 2. And we should be loading in here any second. There we go. This is probably the most I've talked during picks and bans, with it just being me, because I'm not a very talkative person when it comes to being by myself doing picks and bans. We're going to see Kukulkan taken away by the Lords. They're not going to deal with that again. And Davies Deliquents going to get rid of the Persephone. Who's the next band going to be? Maybe Isis? Berlin. And Davies Deliquents going to get rid of Morgan. I think they're targeting somebody by getting rid of Morgan, I feel like. And maybe it's Munchie, maybe it's Reiku. Honestly, probably is more Reiku than anything I see than Morgan ADC, maybe? And the first pick for the Lords is going to be Thor. And over for Davies Delinquents is going to be Achilles and Isis again. They're going to give Isis back to Layla, most likely. And they're actually going to... The Lords are going to ban Camazotz, which I'm not sure if that's worthy of the ban there. I don't know if they're trying to take it away from J-Feather or not, but that is probably not the play. And then we're going to see DDS get rid of Yamoja. Odin coming out. Jing Tian over for Davies Delinquents. So we do see the Jingwei taken away from Reiku, and we're going to see King Arthur ban as well. There's the Hoi Yi ban. And they're going to get rid of Uller. I believe Uller is... Uller's a safety pick for Layla, so they might be trying to get rid of it for him. I will be right back on the mic, guys. Give me 1 minute. I am so sorry about that, guys. So, back at it, they're actually going to give Thor to Modity, which is not a bad idea at all. A little bit safer than the Thanatos. We're going to see Reiku on Freya, Munchie on Jean Koi, MX Double on Odin, and Slyberry on Geb. And then on the other end, we're going to see J Feather on Hunbats, which is terrifying. Hunbats is so strong. You're going to see I'm a Gamer with the Xing Tian pick, another terrifying pick. He's going to be pretty comfortable there. Hide the Ghost is going to be playing Honor in mid, which should be interesting. He's going to be playing in the Jean Koi. I Steal the Buffs with the Achilles. That's a strong pick for him. And Layla with Isis again. I don't get why they didn't ban the Isis. He did really good with the Isis. I'm not too sure about the Zong pick. I'm not too sure about the Odin pick, and I'm definitely still a little on the fence about the Thor pick. Although I love Thor as a jungler, I think he's one of the best junglers right now. I'm not sure how well Modity is gonna fare with him. If it's a more comfortable god for Modity, then I think he's is gonna have a better run at it at least than last game. And then on the other end, I guess looking at Davies Deliquents, I mean, I'm pretty happy with the draft that they got. For the most part, I can't say there's anything that I don't like. Maybe the honor and mid, but I mean, it's doable. It's a little niche. I don't know if I'm using niche correctly, but it's doable. So it sounds like a lot of you guys are not a fan of the Lord's draft. Yeah, Godson, I agree with you on that. I don't know if the play was to first pick Thor for Modity. And this is by no means a diss to Modity, but I don't think even in his most comfortable, he's going to have a large impact on the game. So maybe use that first pick on somebody a bit stronger. They could have grabbed Kukulkan for Munchie. I don't know why they. I guess that's probably where I would have gone. They probably could have just grabbed Kukulkan for Munchie, and it probably would have felt better. Like, if anything, I'm gonna say it again. I really would have just given Madi a rat. You have a lot of mobility, and you can just run away from fights. You don't have to use your initiate, because that's the big thing we saw with Kano yesterday. The Thor pick has some of the mobility, but a lot of your damage comes from your only escape. And that was the issue last game for Modity, was he was Thanatos and he just couldn't get out of getting picked. They literally just rushed him down every time they could. At the very least, you have the Thor hammer to get out, but what happens when you're trying to apply damage?
If I roll over you, can't promise you won't feel a small snowballs. If you come too close, I might hit you. I can't promise you won't feel a
I'm actually gonna. No, I'm not gonna sit down for this. I'll continue to stand up. I feel like I cast a little bit better when I stand up. Bit more energy. I'm not like snoring on the mic.
Minions have spawned.
And no invades this time. Yo, Isis taking some hits. Is Reiku going to be the one to grab first blood this time? He might before minion wave even hits. Isis is low. You see Jing's going to come over and try to help, and she's just going to poke at Jing too. This is actually a big W for the Lords in dual lane. They might lose pressure just because it's just Freya, but she got some great poke off. So that's honestly a little interesting. Hunbat's really isn't too useful before the ult, but Jfeather didn't even challenge right there. Maybe that's a respect thing because it's Thor, or I don't know. But I felt like, you know, the way he was playing last game, he shouldn't be afraid of Oddity. I think the Freya pick's actually going to give the Lords a little bit of the edge in dual lane compared to last game. Excuse me. And at the 2-minute mark now, pretty slow game. We see Achilles with some... Ooh! Odin's about to pick up Achilles. What a stun. It might have kept him alive. And he's actually going to trade with Odin as far as health goes. It looked like Achilles was going to fall, but nope. Really well-timed stun from him. And now if Jfeather gets over there in time, they might be able to pick up Odin. He got a lot of health back, though. I don't know. I see the pressure definitely going in favor in mid to Davies Delinquents. Just so you guys can look at everybody's build paths real quick. So we saw the Odin pick actually work out for a prospect game yesterday, I believe is what I was watching. No, it was it should have been the playoff game yesterday. I want to say that they picked Odin. I could be completely wrong though. Everything's kind of meshed together for me, but I'm just not a fan of the Odin pick. We saw it actually work out for whoever it was I was watching the other day. So maybe it'll work out for MX Double. He's definitely the guy that's gonna know how to apply it. He's got the mechanical skills to apply it as well, but and you see it right here. He's taking some. Ooh. I think that was a health return, but he's taking some damage. And he almost gets off a big ult there that would have trapped the Achilles. Achilles just barely makes it to the edge of the tower line. And this game, a lot slower than last game. Approaching the 5-minute mark now without a single kill on the board. Oh, and we miss it, but Reiku is going to get first blood. His ult was used to pick up Isis. And I want to say Isis used her ult as well. Let me get levels up real quick. Yeah, Isis's ult must have been down as well. So my possible idea there is maybe Isis ult, Reiku ult, gets a kill. No problem. But this is now 2 games in a row where first bloods come from dual lane. And we just see some poke coming out. Here's some pinging. They might look to initiate. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know what I'm a Gamer just did. I don't know what that was. I have no thoughts. We see the Geb ult. Terrible camera control here. The Thor ult coming in. I think that was a on her ult. Yeah, that was the on her ult. Isis ult's down. Jingqian ult down. Freya ult down. There's the Zhongkoi ult. Geb ult down. Hunbat's ult. And Munchie's going to fall to I'm a Gamer. Hunbat just barely gets away. Reiku's going to try to pick it up. And he's getting stunned. Modity's there as well. Modity's going to go with the hammer. He's going to miss some autos. He's still chasing. Reiku's going to pick up I'm a Gamer. Can Modity get out? Yo, can Modity get out? He's just going to get auto to death if he's not careful. And the Spirit Ball behind the Ghost is going to land the auto. And Laylo and Reiku are going to trade their lives there. I think Ghost kind of killed Laylo, though. I think it's the 2 for on her that does the knockback. Knocking him away kind of just put him in the one-on-one situation with Laylo. Gave him just enough time to get off an ability to kill him. And they both end up killing each other. Not to say that he still wouldn't have died, but I don't think the knockback helped. And we see both teams, actually, no, we don't see because I don't have it pulled up. Ha ha ha. Both teams actually warding decently well. There's the Jingqian ult. There's the knockback. Ooh. And this is going to be Munchie falling. And I'm a Gamer's going to pick up Munchie. Although it was really hide the Ghost. And he's going to stand there and spam laugh. Maybe looking to get a tilt going. And just a reminder for all our viewers at home. Spam laughing is allowed. It's essentially a mind game how we view it. You know, if somebody tilts, that's on them. If you're able to tilt somebody just for spam laughing at them, like props to you. That's on them. They got to keep their cool. And we're going to see the invade from Davies Deliquents as they take the red yet again. They have had this red off of cooldown. And I think it was yesterday that we heard Davies talking about how that's really more important to invade and take from them than any of the other buffs. Obviously, excluding maybe speed, but speed's a little bit more risky to go all the way over there and invade with a 3 or 4 man. And while I was talking, Davies Deliquents was going to get the first Gold Fury of the game at about 8 minutes. How's farming going? MX Double leading the charge there, I'll say tied with the solo laner. And then over in dual lane, Reiku with the Freya's also up there trying to compete for most XP. How's player damage looking? So that's actually interesting. The next 2 players behind Achilles are both on the Lords. We're going to see Freya and Odin. And it's actually, what is it? We see the... I didn't see if the Thor ult's down. The Thor ult is down. We saw a lot of ults come out just to pick up Achilles, and they actually aren't going to get him. We're going to see Hide the Ghost pick up Munchie. What is it? Freya picked up Laylo, so we didn't get to see that as this big team fight's going on over here. Jay Feather's going to miss his smash there. So close there. Madi almost gets a double touch. And this might be MX Double. And it is going to be MX Double as Hide the Ghost is going to pick him up. And this should be this T1 tower right here. So I'll definitely say that the Lords have more footing this game than they did last game. But it still seems like it's sliding away from them. About a 2k, almost 3k gold difference in favor of Davies Deliquents and a 2 kill difference in favor at the 10-minute mark. And just a reminder, this is match point. It is only a best-of-3 series, and the winner of this will go on to face team in the finals tomorrow. I don't have a time for that, so stay posted for me to get a time up. Be sure to tune into that, as the winner of this will face team. Yes, the team's name is Team, by the way, just putting it out there. Yo, and Freya's just over here. She's in deep, man. We see the Isis ult go down, too. Here comes the Xing Blink. Freya's going to ult away. Good play by her. Honestly, I don't think Isis or Hunbats was close enough to actually follow up for the kill, but better safe than sorry in that situation. The Odin slow is so much. And we're going to see tier 1 in mid probably fall right here as well, and we do. Tower game cleanly going in favor of Davies Deliquents right now, which is going to put gold in their favor as well. Oh, and this might be MX double. He's going to miss, or he's going to get away from the Achilles ult. Hunbats is going to jump out. J-Feather's going to try to pick him up, and the Hunbats ult, J-Feather is going to pick him up. Modity just gonna hammer away here. Yo, so this time around, Laylo is completely ineffective. Maybe in the later team fights, he'll get some footing. But right now, Reiku is having his way with him. Oh, I missed that. I did not get to see. I want to say Davies Deliquents got it. I wish it would tell me. It should pop up on the screen, but I was too busy looking in the lane. Yeah, not paying attention. But yeah, as I was saying, I've said it quite a bit, and I'll say it even more now. I would have loved to see a different god. I don't think first picking Thor was the play, or even moving Modity in the mid. I know like that probably doesn't bode well because then he's just playing in the Ghost, or either he's playing into J-Feather or he's playing in the Ghost. But just some extra jungle pressure. Odin conserving mana there. Isis ult down. Here comes Hunbats, and J-Feather's going to pick up Reiku. Ugh. That is rough. Reiku is probably the only lane that they were winning comfortably, and now he's going to be behind. And MX Double, meanwhile, is going to ult and pick up Hide the Ghost. Trying to help out his mid laner a little bit. Geb getting chased by Hunbats. I don't know what J-Feather's doing there. Maybe just trying to zone him out. Not too sure. And Davies Deliquents looking at Primal Fury. Oh, this might not have been the play for Geb. I think this is what they were looking for to begin with. Okay, Thor is going to get out. I was like, I really don't think that Davies Deliquents was looking for a fight here. They might be trying to grab or was looking for the objective. I think they were literally trying to pull people. As you can see, they're just moving off the objective and going for the kills. It looked like they were just trying to bait the fights, but now it might come back to haunt them. Odin coming in through the backline. He's going to jump. He's doing some serious damage. There's the Odin ult. He can only really hold the Achilles. Honor and everybody else can just jump out. Isis may be in a bad spot. She's going to get picked up by Freya. I Steal the Buffs is going to pick up Munchie. We unfortunately get to see that. MX Double's in a really rough spot as he's by himself surrounded by 4. And I Steal Buffs is going to pick him up as well. We saw Honor ult come out as well. I keep saying as well. Oswald. Here comes Gabby. I'm just going to walk up. I think you should maybe hold on to that. We see the Spirit Ball coming from Isis, and down goes Reiku. And DDS is going to get Primal Fury. And they get it like big time. We see Odin fall to that. We saw Geb fall. I think we saw Zhang fall. And we saw Freya fall. So all of that just to try to defend a Primal Fury that they ended up losing anyway. I think the goal for the Lords, if they really want to win this game, they're going to have to win a serious team fight. They need a deicide. I don't see them winning this game without a deicide. And, like, that is rough. But they're going to need definitely 1 or 2 deicides so where they can actually breathe a little bit. Because they are getting little to no pressure from jungle or mid. We see J-Feather ult here. There's the beads. And Thor's going to ult, but Thor's going to get picked up before he gets in the air. J-Feather again just on top of Modity. And DDS is going for Fire Giant at 15 minutes. A minute earlier than last time. But this time around, there's a bunch of Lords players just chilling. And they're going to come off of fire and just go onto the Lords players. We see the Geb ult trying to save them. Honor ult, here it comes. Zhong ult's out, but it's down. And even Slyberry falls. It's just Odin. We see the Odin cage. And it doesn't stop them as Hide the Ghost Auto is able to pick him up. It's 16-6 in favor of DDS. 7k gold lead and a free Fire Giant, so maybe an 8k gold lead. Yeah, about an 8k gold lead. And Pyro. Okay, 9k gold lead. Let's take a quick look at everything. Again, guys, sorry about the spectator issue. I hope to have Davies available for the finals tomorrow so I can get this back up on PC. 11k gold difference, almost 12k gold. Almost 12k XP difference, actually 12k XP difference in favor of DDS. And about 9k, maybe pushing 10k gold in favor of DDS as well. I don't really think the Lords have the opportunity here to look for picks. They have to win a big team fight. So maybe focus on defending your tier 2s, or worst case scenario, just focus on defending your tower, your Phoenixes. I think running around trying to get picks, trying to initiate is going to be really, really risky for them. And we see DDS taking his tier 2 in solo lane. Are they going to go for tier 2 in mid as well? And it does look like they are going to get tier 2 in mid as well. And this is probably the safest call that the Lords could have given, was just to sit back. Because them initiating or trying to pick a fight is going to be kind of hard. You see J-Feather going over. He's going to blink on the Munchie. He's going to ult. Munchie's going to use his beads. And J-Feather's still going to pick him up. Not enough. And you lose Zhong, so you do lose some of your siege defense now. And his ult went down nonetheless. And really, the Lords just got to sit back and watch. There's not much they can do about the situation. I hope to God I said that right. I feel like I said situation wrong. Modity in an awkward position here. He's going to go up. They're going to look to initiate off of the Thor ult. He's got to land it. He does land it on 2. Ice Steel Buffs is still going to pick him up, though. This could be really big. Ooh, the Isis ult gives plenty of heals, though. And it actually it definitely, blah, 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 as I'm just talking over myself. Hide the Ghost is going to pick up Reiku. He's spam laughing as well, but he's going to fall to Munchie. We see the Hunbat's ult. Ooh, and the monkey might, oh, what a blink from Munchie. Oh, it might not stop. I'm a gamer, though. He's going to try, and he's going to succeed. He picks up Munchie. And Ice Steel Buff's going to pick up MX Double. We saw Phoenix Siege here, and Phoenix is going to go down. Maybe a mid-Phoenix Siege as well. But yeah, I want to say that the monkey that J-Feather used off of his ult kind of cost him the kill. Good shit from I'm a Gamer going in, diving to secure it. We see the mid-Phoenix Siege, and we're at 19 minutes, about to be 20 minutes right now. You got Phoenix bleeding in through left lane. Now you're going to have Minions bleeding in from left lane. You got, minion pressure that's now going to come from mid, losing that Phoenix. This is going to be a really rough game for the Lords to have any chance to recover from. And Davies Deliquents going straight for Oni. Is that what this is? Oni? Yes, Oni Fury. Fire Giant is still down for about another minute, maybe like 40 seconds. That might be their last hope. There's not too much warding around it looks like, so maybe the Lords take a risk here and try to kill them while they're doing Fire Giant. If they can just keep their presence hidden, which is easier said than done, obviously. Maybe they have a chance to surprise gank on Fire Giant. Just because I feel like there's a chance maybe DDS doesn't expect them to actually challenge, because they really can't challenge it. Here they come. So again, here goes DDS going on it, and it looks like the Lords are just going to let it be. It's not an enhanced fire. It's not really worth throwing your life over in that sense, I guess. Oh, what a steal from MX Double. The team, everybody dropped Fire Giant, and because they dropped it, they weren't able to secure, and MX Double's going to come in and get the steal. It's going to cost him his life, but definitely worth it. And if Davies watches this game back, I already know he's going to be upset about that. I don't know why everybody just dropped Fire Giant and handed it over like that. It probably won't change the outcome of the game here as we see the Siege about to go down in right lane. But not something you want to see. Like, that is like almost want to say like a rookie mistake. Like, everybody should have been focused on like securing the Fire Giant. I think everybody but one person came off the zone. Thor is in the air. We see the honor ult keeping Freya in Fountain, and they're going to try to end the game. Titan at about half health. Modity's going to pick up I'm a Gamer. It might not be enough to save them, or it might be. And Achilles is able to do it. We saw, 4 of the 5 members, they almost got the DSI they needed, but they weren't able to put Achilles away, and DDS is going to take game 2. They will move on to the finals to face Team tomorrow. Again, I don't have an exact time. I hope to have that out sometime tonight, if not tonight, early tomorrow, so you guys will know what time the game will be at. That will be a best-of-5 series. The Cleety Cup finals will be Team versus Davies Deliquents. Big day for Reiku. He's really the only one that showed up for his team. Geb going 1-3, Zonkoi going 1-8, Odin going 1-6, Thor going 1-3. Not as much feeding from Madi this time around though. And that's all you can really ask from a sub coming in. And then on the other hand, you see Hunbats going 5-1, Jay Feather having a pretty good day. Lalo kind of fell off. You can kind of contribute that to Reiku waking up, and Lalo only went 3-5, but does get the 10 assists. On her, Hide the Ghost. This was his game. If I was going to give game 2 to anybody, this was his game. He was everywhere. He was just smacking people. Some great awareness from I'm a Gamer, probably one of the more underrated supports now in the league, making a name for himself in the playoffs here. And I steal the buff, sealing the game for Davies Deliquents. Actually killing that Fire Giant instead of running away. That was the play. And the game ended, by the way, at 22 minutes, which is two of the faster games that we've had. I think both games actually ended at 22 minutes. I'll have to go back and check the scoreboard. Damage mitigated going to Achilles just by about 3k. Odin was up there, though, as well with 17k. What about player damage? Reiku with 13k leading his team. Thor with 6, Zonkoi with 11, a little rough there. Definitely would have liked to see some more people outside of Reiku applying some damage. Munchie did all he really could on the Zhong pick. I was not a fan of that. And then over on the other end, you see J Feather with 12k damage, Isis 12k damage. So shout out to Layla there, applying some actual damage. Hide the Ghost 13k. Sorry, I got that wrong, by the way. The Thor had 6k damage, and the support for DDS, the Jing Tian, had 5k damage. Literally only 1,000 more damage in his support. So definitely some knocks towards Modity. No diss to him. I'm a big fan of him. I'm glad he got his chance to start and play. Just really didn't fall his way. Circumstances were not in his favor. And then lastly, the 13k player damage coming from Ice Steel buffs on Achilles. Also leading the game in damage mitigated. He was second in the game, third in the game in player damage, and first in the game in damage mitigated. So he had a very big game. We'll see how people adjust to what notes are taken. We'll see if team drafts up a plan. We'll see if it's going to be kind of rough, in my opinion, for Davies Deliquents to really draft up a plan off of what they saw from team versus OPE, because that was such a one-sided affair. But I'm sure there's something, whether it's tendencies, there's something that both teams will be able to learn from each other's games, and we'll see how prepared both teams go into the finals. And that, again, will be tomorrow at an unconfirmed time. I'll have it posted in the Discord and on our Twitter as soon as I know. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Shout out to J Feather with 14 wards. I love people that ward. And shout out to I'm a Gamer as well with the 11 awards, and that's gonna be all I have for tonight, guys. You want to show some support, especially going into season 2? A like, a follow, a sub. We got our Twitter, we got our Twitch. I think YouTube's linked down there as well. Cleedy TV's also linked, which is our partner. Actually, it's not even our partner. It is our other streaming channel, just so we can try to cover all the bases here. But likes, follows, subs go a long way. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.